They have dreams. Dreams of becoming future leaders of this West African country, famed for its cocoa and gold deposit. They aspire to change the fortunes of their communities someday. But some way, somehow, these dreams are shattered by stark poverty and lack of knowledge on the benefit of education. At the peril of their lives and future, children of school-going age choose the short way to making some money, relegating their education to the background. According to the Ghana Statistical Service, more than 26% of children between the ages of 4 and 5 work illegally due to the increasing poverty in the nation's countryside and the surge in urbanization in the capital. These children are vulnerable to all forms of exploitation and abuse. Most children in Abome, a fishing community near Akusumbo in the eastern region, are caught in this web. Some have dropped out of school to make some money to put food on their tables and sometimes on that of their parent. With no help in sight, they engage in all manner of jobs for a living. Child labor is often described as work that deprives children below the working age of their education, childhood and dignity. To help put this menace in check, Mrs. Sarah Adai, a teacher and one-time winner of the Microsoft Partner in Learning Program, Middle East and Africa region, takes it upon herself to offer some help. With the belief and conviction that acquired classroom knowledge must be able to solve real-world challenges, she moves her class to Abome and Atimpoku to get first-hand information and experience on child labor and its associated negative effect. A cross-section of students from the Akosombo International School for the first time had the opportunity to come up close with child labor victims who sail or paddle the canoe for their livelihood. For these students, the trip brings enormous benefit. It serves as an eye-opener to the negative activities taking place around their immediate world. With the knowledge acquired, the students were able to write narratives and a drama piece. This drama was shown to the Abome community on World Child Labor Day.
I went to a different locality where they really like the abolo. That's all. But mother, right now I am very tired.
Stop telling me that. Go to the kitchen and go and get some more abolo and go back to the area to sell them.
No, I am tired. Please.
Stop complaining. I can't take any more of this. Just go to the kitchen and get the abolo before your miserable grandfather comes to meet you. Mommy.
Don't worry.
Mommy.
You're happy. You're happy.
What are you bringing? So much money. And my 2 sons, you know.
Right, man. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Big money too. and yeah, my daughter wouldn't bring me plenty money. Stop crying and drink.
The project, among other things, has unearthed a great deal of innovativeness and creativity in the student as they translate their thought into poems, articles and short stories which have been compiled into a yet-to-be-launched book. Though the student has some level of ICT knowledge before the project, they have learned to use many Microsoft software applications in the course of executing the project.
Microsoft Partners in Learning Program has been a real eye-opener for me. It has taught me to appreciate what I have and even what I don't. Our project on child labor has shown me that child labor is a reality. Millions of children all over the world are victims of it. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity I've been given to make a positive impact on their lives, even in my own small way.
Also, that I saw on the Zingaro adverts on TV. The only real aspect of this that I saw was of children selling products on the streets of Accra. The Microsoft Partnership in Learning Program has helped open my eyes to the real aspect of child labor and the incredible stories behind them. And though only for a few months, I've had the first-hand experience of the suffering and the toils that these children go through every day, every year.
Progress on child labor through the Microsoft Partners in Learning project has really been enlightening. I have seen firsthand the many aspects of child labor and the pain and suffering that accompanies them. Microsoft's technologies have enabled us to set up blogs and websites to create awareness of the menace. We have also uploaded photos and videos of real-life child labor scenarios, as well as published a book using Microsoft's Publisher.
The project, spearheaded by Mrs. Adai, benefits not only the student, but the community as a whole. The program has sensitized the parents on the need to send their wards to the classroom.
All that we are saying is that it is not good for children to work now. Their duty now is to go to school and learn and prepare for the future. Now we've also seen that education is like a body with different parts. The parents have a role to play. The child himself or herself also has a role to play. The government has provided a lot of classrooms, schools, furniture, and so on and so forth.
Fortunately, those who genuinely could not afford to take their wards to school have been given the financial backing to be able to enroll their children, thanks to Mrs. Sarah Adai.
Child labor has become a global phenomenon, eating into the fabric of communities and nations the world over. 21st century children must not be caught in this way. They must enjoy childhood to the fullest. Because childhood, once it is gone forever. My name is Sarah Adai, teacher of Akosombo International School, Ghana. My project, Child Labor, A Child's Perspective, seeks to highlight the child's real concerns on the impact child labor has had on his or her well-being, with a view to making my students better appreciate the fortune of not engaging in laborious and hazardous labor activities, but enjoying education paid for by their parents. Students were asked to do research on the internet, but to be able to get first-hand information, they went to 2 communities in the school's catchment area where child labor is prevalent. They interviewed child labor victims and brought back the information to the school to process, evaluate, and synthesize. With the information they gathered, they came up with very innovative and brilliant ideas. They wrote poems, articles, and short stories on child labor, which have been published into a book. They also acted a drama which was filmed and shown to the community to mark World Child Labor Day. Apart from that, they created a blog and online group discussions where they shared information.
These pupils were given startup kits such as school uniforms and stationery. Aaron Atoklu, a beneficiary of this support, dropped out of school to fish in order to make some money and probably continue his education someday.
My name is Atoklu Aaron. I live at Abu. I stopped school in 4-1 because I don't have money to pay my school fees. My parents don't have money to pay my school fees. But because of child labor, now I'm in school. I'm happy to.
I've been a student for the past 3 years because this guy is really facing financial constraints. Because of this, he went into fishing just to make some money before he comes back to school. Through the child labor project that was introduced in their village, Abume, Atoklu is now here with us. This guy is an asset to the school. He's an athlete. He works very hard and helps the school. And all of us, we are happy to see him back in school again.
In 2010, the government of Ghana adopted its National Plan of Action to combat the worst forms of child labor, a comprehensive framework to significantly reduce the worst forms of child labor by 2015. Successive governments over the years have tried their best to tackle the problem in their own way. Clearly, it appears that much needs to be done. This is why Mrs. Sarah Adai is calling on individuals, corporate organizations and other stakeholders to join the fight against child labor in the Abome and Atimpoku communities. Eradicating child labor is a collective responsibility. Let's come together and support the less privileged in society.